I think they're actually working out the details of this. When I wrote the dialogue, we were talking about, we don't know if there's going to be what sort of a cap or that type of thing, but I know that we're going to try to bring it in line with what can be close to a generic cost. But knowing that we're not launching live until probably late October, I don't know that all the details of the savings card have been pounded out yet. But you do bring up a point. I did want to take a few questions on the time frames for this, or what's going to happen over the next 2 months, because it is a fuzzy, somewhat 2 months. You're coming out of this meeting in another day, and nowadays is top of mind, and you might be chomping at the bit. And you can't yet completely launch, but you can get into these advertorials. But any other questions that we have? Thanks, Joe. We saw the slide yesterday where a tool showed the pricing in the middle of the others. You recall that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, it's cash paying is going to be relative to that. Obviously, second tier is going to be less than third tier. We've experienced this with all of our products. With the Easy Savings Card, we're going to bring it in line, just like we're doing with Antera or SuperX. Question from Brian. Wait for the microphone there.
I was just curious, $92, we're hoping for tier 3, right? Is there any managed care plans in particular at this point that we know it could be maybe a tier 2, or I guess tier 2 would be the best we're known for?
Well, interestingly enough, after me is David and David show, which is all about managed care. So I think you'll be able to ask that question again, or you'll get your answer. Anybody else with questions?
Jim?
Yes.
I have a couple of questions. One is there going to be any waiting room advertising, any direct to consumer in the waiting rooms? Do we have anything like that?
I don't know if there's, I'm sure that a tool might have something in mind, but that would be more of a marketing type of thing. And I think that there is a lot of details in the next 2 months that we're still ironing out. So I don't know that that'd be something maybe on a break you could ask a tool.
Okay, and secondly, and I might be jumping the gun here, but salespeople want to know how are we going to be paid on elements.
All right, let's pay out the bonus program now. I don't know. The tool, is that going to be addressed at all during the meeting? Okay. We have one more question.
What's the pharmacy quantity going to be like for ordering? Because sometimes like SuperX, it's 50 tabs, and that sometimes deters them a lot.
It's probably into the trade session we're going to get into in the next session with David Bailey and David Shirky, so I'll leave that to them. We done?
No, we have
one more. All right, last one.
Hey, since Tridazole was recalled for low potency, and we have added in 49% moisturizing component, how does it make this more potent or equivalent, bioequivalent?
Well, first of all, if we're talking about efficacy, we're not talking about the moisturizing ingredients. We're spinning this as we talk up here as it could potentially be an advantage, but there has not been anything studied that says that 49% moisturizing ingredients are going to make something a lot easier on the nose and you're going to have a lot less nasal irritation. So I don't think one really has to do with the other. Okay. Thank you to those that participated in the question and answer.
Good job, Jim. Good job.
Thanks, Gilbert. I worked pretty hard putting this presentation together, and it's nice to know you appreciate it.
Well, don't get too excited, because what I really meant is you have a good job.
I walked right into that one.
They love me. All right, relax. I'm just having a little fun with you here. We got some good stuff, good info for us in that pitch. Just to recap a little, my takeaways. Let's see, we have 2 new advertorials to utilize pre-launch that address the shortcomings with other INS products.
Right.
Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, in Alernase we have efficacy comparable to other INS brands with the highest concentration of moisturizer and low discontinuation rates. So, nice work. Now what?
You paid attention, I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, say I'm not as dumb as I look, but I really am as dumb as I look.
Now I'm going to bring up David Bailey and David Shirky to talk about the trade launch plan and the managed care strategy.
Okay, time for the David and David show. Take it away, boys.
Thank you.